Focus your mind to this bell sound and keep relax your body. So while you focusing to the sound, let your body to settle down and relax your mind and relax your breathing. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So dear Dhamma friends, and before we start our session, I will give some guidelines that will help you to practice yourself. So when it comes to Buddhist meditation, we have mainly two mental cultures. One is called Samatha meditation, Samatha mental culture, another one called Vipassana mental culture. So inside meditation. So Samatha mental cultures in Samatha Bhavana, what it help you to calm down your mind, relax your mind. And another way it call one, it call one-minded meditation or one thought or kind of single point meditation, single pointed meditation, and it called serenity bhavana, chitta bhavana. This all mention about the samatha mental culture. It try to help and tranquilize the mind and bring your mind to one point. Why we need that? Because in day-to-day life, we have uh, our nature, the mind always go here and there. So then in the beginning, if your mind is busy, that yourself, you cannot get into the clear understanding. So that's why in the beginning, we try to calm down the mind and keep our mind in one point. So with that, once we get into that, from there we go to inside meditation, which you call Vipassana Bhavana. So thoroughly or deeply observe our mental object. So here we take inhalation, exhalation as our mental object. Once you focus to your inhalation, exhalation, so allow it to happen itself. And when it happens, just recognize this is inhalation, this is exhalation. So sometimes if the mind go here and there, bring it back again and again. And then stay with the sensation knowingly, inhalation, exhalation, and be careful not to interfere or not to think about it or not to go with the thoughts. So that is the important part. And once the inhalation, exhalations settle down and observe, this is the beginning, this is the middle, and this is the end of the inhalation, exhalation. So observe from beginning to end, entire continuation. And the third step is some inhalation become longer and some inhalation become shorter. So when the inhalation, exhalation become longer, shorter like that, sometimes heavy, soft, warm, cold, sometimes we try to regulate the respiratory system by using our effort. So it deeply happening inside us, but that's why yourself, when you become more calm and relaxed, when you accept the inhalation, exhalation as it is, so that will help you to to go with it. So try to recognize it and stay with it without making any changes. So just allow it to happen itself. So that will help to in a tranquility state to settle down and calm down the inhalation, exhalation. So from there, we go to insight meditation. In the insight meditation, the important thing is without any kind of that arguments or the conversation or involving with thoughts or thinking pattern or any uh, kind of comparison, just try to observe the thought as it is. And when the inhalation happen, recognizing, when the exhalation happen, recognize the very sensation of the inhalation and follow the sensation. So in that way, you feel sometimes that kind of following the inhalation, exhalation, the sensation always change. So in that moment, that is the important part you have to recognize, that change. So when the inhalation happen, when you recognize the change, and just don't go with the surface level of the sensation. So deeply you have to observe and experience the change. Just as example, when you see the river or the ocean from outside, it's wave by waves, it's always change. Of course, you can watch it. That doesn't mean it's going to bring you any kind of understanding. So same thing, you can observe the sensation till you die. You can notice the change till you die, it will keep happening. But how about, can you go deep to the change and see what it is and how it is and what is this change and what is the connection in between observer and the change. So recognizing that is the important part. So when it comes to that, normally we have that, so me and the change. So we observe in kind of like I observe the change. So that is what basically we think. So you are yourself the change itself. So remember that it is not somebody else. So when you experience the change, that means you yourself that changing. So slowly, little by little, try to get into the change itself and see how the observer, your awareness change moment by moment, followed by the inhalation or exhalation or the feeling. So that is the important part to get into that. In the vipassana level, if you able to get that, that means you able to understand how the five aggregates change, and the moment by moment it change according to the the moment of experience. So that is the understanding regarding ourselves. So because these five aggregates is ourself: form, feeling, sensation, formations, recognition, or consciousness or the awareness. So these five aggregate. So stay with it and observe yourself how it change. So with that, we're going to practice a little bit. Your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. Okay. So be comfortable with your posture and let your whole body weight go down. Relax your mind, relax your breathing, and relax your body. And bring my attention to your body and scan head to toes 3 times and say Sopatviva. Oh, may I be well and happy 3 times. And take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge in this moment with this sitting. May my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also, think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation. So mentally relax your body step by step, follow my words. Relax your head, and relax your forehead, relax your eyebrows, relax your eyes, relax your ears, relax your nose, relax your upper lip, relax your lower lip, relax your chin, relax your whole face muscles, relax your teeth, relax your tongue, relax your mouth, relax your throat and relax your neck. Relax your shoulders, arms, elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. Relax your whole back muscles and relax your spine. Relax your chest and relax your abdominal muscles. Relax your lungs, relax your heart, relax your liver, relax your kidneys, relax your gallbladder, relax your pancreas, relax your large intestine, relax your small intestine, relax your whole abdominal organs, Relax your buttock. Relax your thigh. Relax your knee. Relax your calf muscles. Relax your foot and relax your toes. Relax your whole body muscles, tendons, ligaments, bone marrows, and whole skeleton. Release the tension in your mind and keep relax your face muscles. So bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please, in front of your nose and your upper lip area. And slowly bring your attention to the sensation and just be with the sensation. Do nothing extra. And followed by the inhalation, exhalation, recognize this is inhalation, this is exhalation. Bring your attention and stay focused to the sensation. Observe the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation. Some inhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Just focus to the change happening, followed by the inhalation, exhalation, and stay with it and recognize it. Don't mix with any ideas, any experience. Bring your attention to your body. Focus your mind to your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire this compound, this village, this city, state, country, world, and around this universe. And as far as we can through galaxies, other planets, and stars, reminding ourselves like this with clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one, out of anger or ill will, wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma friends, in day-to-day life, we experience this world with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. So that whatever the information you collect every day is become your life. And especially when we come to our life, sometimes ourselves we cannot recognize the very nature or the condition of our own mind because we covered with lot of unnecessary informations. So through meditation, it helps you to clear your own mind and allow that its own nature to come up. So there is no human being like charcoal cannot clean. It's always there is a possibility if you are a human being, if you if you are conscious, if you have the awareness, it doesn't matter whatever the social or the physical condition, mental condition that you carry. If you have your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind work properly, by birth, if you don't have any kind of disability, of course you have opportunity to attain to enlightenment in this very lifetime. Purifying your own heart, purifying yourself, your own experience. But sometimes this day-to-day life, it brings us to a point that we cannot go away from it. Why? The very nature of our mind and the body, what you keep doing, it become a habit to you. No matter what, it doesn't matter good or bad, that the body or the mind or your life itself cannot recognize what to do or what not to do. So whatever you keep doing, anything, any action, it become a habit. Once it become a habit, it become more comfortable with you to live. So then you have to be very careful in day-to-day life. If something is unprofitable, unnecessary, don't keep doing it. Why? Because sometimes it can become a habit to you. So the thing is, with this material world, we have nature to live with this all the outside things to gain facility. It's kind of like we looking for satisfaction. This all the facilities kind of like giving us kind of comfort. But what the Buddha mentioned, this comfort not going to be forever with us. Don't get attached to that. So this all the comfort, whatever come out of that conditions things, it always going to go back, going to go away. And then in that very moment, maybe you're going to feel sad, worry, unhappy. So it is kind of discomfort giving us the life. And also by the time this all the comfort itself going to go away, teaching us a lesson. What is that lesson? Is impermanent. So out of that impermanent, if we don't recognize that, we develop unsatisfactory nature, which we call lead us to suffering. So if you are wise, if you are enough intelligence, if you are conscious, what you have to do? You have these facilities, you find the comfort, but by the time without any effort. If you know the very nature of this, you have to let go it. But it is difficult. So that's why you need some extra effort to create a detachment inside you, because it is a habit. That is it. That's only it. There's nothing else. That habit sometimes can lead us to suffering. So that's why the Buddha mentioned in this whole teachings, having things doesn't wrong anything. Having things or using something is doesn't mean you're going to get hurt or you're going to get into that or like that. But if you don't have the understanding, this is change, this moment by moment by moment, even your own in experience with five aggregates, this everything change. If you don't see that, then you start to develop a kind of solid awareness, solid experience inside you, which take you to disturb. So what? So look, this everything give us the life around you, and how that can bring you the sickness, disease. It's same like this, like mother. For a newly born baby, the mother's breastfeeding. So when they breastfeed, and little by little, when the child become young, if the child is still want to drink milk, the mother don't allow it to happen. So what the mother does? Little by little, she try to escape from the child. Why? Even though in the beginning, the child need the breastfeeding to become healthy, grow. That's the best for the child. But when the child grow, if he still child keep doing it, child going to get sick. That is not good for the child. So then what the mother does? And sometimes she apply on her breast kind of like bitter things. If the child try to drink milk, then that the child doesn't feel comfortable, and then it will help to detach. So that detachment you create as a mother with the compassion, knowingly something, but the child doesn't know it. But as a mother, you know it, but in that very point, you don't care about the child. If the child try to cry, you don't take it as a kind of like, you don't give any credit for that crying. You neglect it. Another thing is like when the child first time they go to school, preschool, most of children, the very first thing they does cry. When the mother or the father try to leave the school, they cry. Why? It is a new environment, different people, then different children, and most children cry. So what the mostly mothers does, and they little bit they pretend like they with them. So they sit next to them, and then slowly, the child start to put attention to something. Then the mother start to leave little bit, and then she go outside the classroom and waiting there and waving hand and trying to pretend like she's there. And little by little, you detach the child. So as a mother, as a father, why do that? Because you know that attachment not going to bring any kind of that comfort, not going to bring any kind of good to you or the child. So you have to leave the child to that classroom. So this is the same thing in your mind also. You apply it to day-to-day life. Even this young young girls, boys, when they get married. No, it's very pure. Parents, have that the bring the daughter and give it to son. Oh, go, go, go. No, they mostly, that detachment is not easy for parents, and mostly they cry, and it's because everybody miss them when they leave, but they have to go for their own good. So, but if they stuck with that, the comfort zone, what will happen? In conventional life, in that conventional life, you itself going to become unhappy then later. So look, then the same thing with the apply the same kind of things, principles to your mind. Same like the newly born babies, little by little you detach from breastfeeding and slowly try to detach your mind from desires. The same principle. Don't keep feeding yourself. It is okay for a while, you do it. Till you die, you no need to do that. And it is okay as children, you have baby dolls. But how about when you become 90 years old? You don't carry that your baby doll till 90 years old. And you give up that. And these young children, maybe become rich and, go to the highest level. It is okay, nothing wrong with this. And you are 20, 25, 30, 40, it's okay. You drive, you whatever the car you want, Ferrari. So you do whatever. But how about when you become 90 years old? You cannot go with that. Therefore, in a certain time period, you have to let go this soul. You have to understand that. But if by the time things going to change, but the important thing in meditation, what we does. So before it come to you and knock your head, you understand this and you release it. It giving deeper inner victory to yourself, and it giving inner peace to yourself. Because rather than going through all the up and down, up and down, up and down, and a struggle, when you know this principle deeper inside, even though you have these things, you don't hold, you don't develop a deeper attachment. Why? Because you know by the time you have to let go these things. So when the time comes, let it go. Don't hold it with. So that is where you slowly going to grow yourself. So this is spiritual growth, this spiritual development deeper inside you as you are is the most beautiful thing that you can experience. So that's why even though you have this everything, mostly a lot of these rich people or whatever that you call in society, that high-end people, they have everything to the highest level and still they feel lonely. They feel disappointment. They feel frustrated regarding life. How about when you have everything in your life, still why you feel lonely? Because you don't practice meditation. That's why. Because the mind never going to be satisfied with this all the outside things. That's why you feel lonely. There's something missing. And when you have everything, you feel you are complete, but still in deeply you feel kind of like you missing something. You had all the dreams maybe with you, Whatever you keep chasing in this life, you already have that, but still you feel something missing. Why that? Because the human mind can satisfy only through settle down with the reality, real nature. That is called Dhamma. There is nothing going to be completely settled down. That only the truth or the nature or the Dhamma. Even you go to heaven, even you become the God in according to Buddha's teaching. In anywhere in this samsaric journey, still you will keep looking something. You will keep looking something. You never. There is no point you to get in to settle down and tell this is done. Even you become the Maha Brahma or the the heavenly God, still, and you start to think about your own existence, and if somebody else going to come and be same like you, then you're going to go to the war. How about that if the God start the war against the God, what else? That is the worst thing can happen this entire existence. If the hell, if the war happening in the hell, it is okay. But how about in the heaven, if the the war happen? So look at the human, this the 10,000 years old, this all the scriptures that the people talk about, that the people sometimes worship, this Mahabharata, Ramayana, this all books. What it talk about? The satisfaction, or this everything good, or be calm down? No, it's about war. The God declare wars. Why? How, then you have to think how it is possible. Why it happened like that way? Because only the place that you can be completely satisfied with awareness and the recognition of the nature, that's mean the samatha vipassana meditation, and you can name it in different ways, but that is the only place that everything going to settle down. So when it come to this, how it become kind of like you don't, it because you don't get disturbed out of anything. You become more relaxed and calm, and deeply you resonate with, you harmonize with that nature. That is what happened. There's no resistance for anything. But without that understanding, if you become anything, that always remember, it's always going to have some kind of resistance, unsatisfaction, always look for something. So it kind of like this way. If I give an example, like as example, very, well experienced gem cutter or the goldsmith, and he know regarding everything about the gold. Okay, so then you take a piece of gold, unclean, unrefined gold, with the dirt and it's just the gold, that's it, and you take it to that goldsmith, and when he take it to his hand, what he saw, what he try to see, what he see, what he understand, he don't claim about the dirt outside. He don't care about the shape. He just see the goal. That's it. But how about us? When we don't know that, the real value of the gold, when we don't know about that, maybe we fighting with the outside dirt, or maybe the shape. So practicing meditation is like you becoming kind of like a goldsmith. And in day-to-day life, so whatever the things go up and down, so whatever the other's behavior, attitude, you don't become disturbed from that. Why? Because you see deeper this all. You see the change. It seems like the goldsmith, not this outside details, and he just see the gold. Another thing is gem cutter. And he know he's the best, you know, the person to know about the gems. And so you take, just you found a piece of rock and it's gem, you know, uncut, very raw level of gem, and you take it to that. And when that person take it to his hand, what he see, he don't care about, you know, whatever the outside mud or where it found, or it's a kind of the shape of it. He don't care about that. What he see through this all the dirt, through see all the unshaped, you know, the patterns, this everything, all these outside details or the layers, he sees something deeper, just the gem. The same like in day-to-day life with this or everything. Can you see the truth? Can you see the dharma? Can you see the nature? Can you see within this everything, the reality inherent inside that? That is the power that you gain through vipassana, or this tranquility meditation, little by little, little by little, when you master it, when you practice it, when you uplift that quality, profitable skill day by day. Because then when in day-to-day life things happen, and you're not going to deal with these outside layers, you're going to see something deeper beyond that layers. That is the important part you have to understand. When you're able to see that, and yourself, your mind become more sharp and clear, and you don't get disturbed from that. So that is the in ordinary life, that is what you need. And if you have that, little by little yourself, and you become more sharp and clear with deeper understanding, and slowly, by the time, without any effort, without any struggle, you slowly let go things rather than holding go with it. You don't cry for your baby dolls. No, slowly you let go it. So anything, by the time when it is ready, you release it. So that is why, that otherwise through the pain. So the pain also kind of like pushing us finally. This loneliness, pain, this all pushing us towards this understanding. There is no way, there is no any other way to be completely satisfied. There are ways that you can cover the moment, and you can go with it, but there is no way that you can find another way to find ultimate peace or the satisfaction. Still always there are going to be something, there is a resistance going to be behind this. There is fear, there is a struggle going to be. So only place to settle down this, the vipassana level of deeply you understanding how things come to be as they are. When you are able to experience that change, when you see the change deeper inside, you become like a well experienced goldsmith, well experienced gem cutter. And then whatever the incidents, whatever the situations, whatever the things go up and down, whatever come to your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, through that all you see the nature. So that is where you're going to be settled down. No struggle. And that's the day when the time comes, slowly you release that. There's a well-known teacher called Nagarjuna. So the Nagarjuna, this he give up everything one time, and he had only a ball given by the king, and he used to have this ball with him wherever he goes, and just to beg the food. And one day he came to a place and he was ready to sleep, and then suddenly thief came and start to look for things around that. And then Nagarjuna took his bowl and told, take this. And the thief, even before he come to him, he gave the ball, and Nagarjuna, take it. It helped me to have a good sleep. So otherwise you may going to disturb me. So the thief took it and ran away. And the very next day morning, thief came to him and told, yesterday night you made me so poor in front of you when you gave this ball to me. I was I was stealing from palace. I was stealing from rich people. I was always trying to get things from the people that whoever have something. And what I saw, everybody always try to hold and struggle and to protect. And I have seen this thief telling to him, and I have seen for even little things how people fight with their whole life for little things to protect that, believing that is important and that is for their life. And there are a lot of situations came in my life. I used to fight with people, almost I kill them, and believing that is more important for me. But yesterday night when I came, you gave this and that moment, and that everything changed inside me. And then by the morning, this thief became a student of Nagarjuna, the great teacher. So look how the transformation happens. That is what we have to understand, because through books we cannot, reading books we cannot get it. That's why you have to hear this. By hearing, there is something that deeper we have a connection. When you hear, rather than reading a book, when you hear it, it open your heart more quickly and it resonate with you. So sometimes in day-to-day life, as husband, wife, children, friends and family members, brothers, sisters, remember, when you have the struggle to hold things, and it create unnecessary situations. So develop art of releasing, art of releasing, art of releasing, and then you will see the very best benefit. You become free from that everything, and when the other people become free from the situation, it allows them to change themselves. When they have the freedom themselves also, they change. But the thing is, without having that freedom, without even we are free from this everything, we look to find the freedom and we wish that other people should be different. It's not going to happen, because this everything is the same result of the same struggle. So that's why it is your responsibility to find the freedom, inner freedom, and knowingly this everything is good, nothing wrong with anything, And but yourself, you have to understand this everything for just only for a time. By the time we have to let it go. So before that time come, by understanding, release it inside you. And remember, be like the well-experienced gem cutter and be like well-experienced goldsmith. Even with the outside, whatever the dirty and whatever the unshaped and whatever the raw level of material, start to look the deeper inside value. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatvantarayo sukhi gayuko bhava. Ittavata ammi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe tattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idam me punya kammang asavakkaya hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.